Once upon a time, a man and his wife wished for a child more than anything in the world. But years passed and their wish remained unfulfilled. Behind their little house was a magnificent garden filled with the most beautiful flowers and herbs, but it was surrounded by a high wall that no one dared to cross. This garden belonged to a powerful and feared witch. One day, while looking out the window, the wife saw a bed of the most delicious-looking rampion. It looked so fresh and green that she felt an overwhelming desire to eat some. This craving grew stronger each day, and because she couldn't have it, she began to waste away, growing pale and miserable. Worried, her husband asked her what was wrong. "Oh," she answered, "if I can't eat some of the rampion from the garden behind our house, I know I shall die." The husband, who loved her dearly, decided he would get her the rampion, no matter the cost. So, at twilight, he climbed over the wall, quickly snatched a handful of the greens, and brought it back to his wife. She immediately made a salad of it and ate it greedily. It was so good that the very next day her longing was 3 times as great. To keep her happy, her husband knew he had to go back. But this Chimmy, as he climbed back over the wall, he came face to face with the witch. Her eyes blazed with anger. "How dare you sneak into my garden and steal my rampion like a thief?" she shrieked. "You will pay for this." He fell to his knees and begged for mercy, explaining that his wife would have died from her craving. The witch's anger softened slightly. "If that is the case," she said, "I will let you take all the rampion you want, on one condition. You must give me the child your wife will bring into the world. I will care for it as if it were my own." Ingis to Ha, the man agreed to everything. When their baby girl was born, the witch appeared at once, named the child Rapunzel, and whisked her away. Rapunzel grew into the most beautiful child under the sun. When she was 12 years old, the witch shut her away in a tall tower in the middle of a forest. The tower had door but no stairs, only a single small window at the very top. When the witch wanted to get in, she would stand beneath it and call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel had magnificent long hair, as fine as spun gold. When she heard the witch's voice, she would unpin her braided tresses and let them fall all the way down to the ground, and the witch would climb up. For years, Rapunzel lived in isolation. Her only companions, the birds and the wind. To pass the lonely hours, she would sing, her voice echoing through the forest with a sweet, enchanting melody. One day, a king's son was riding through the forest and heard her song. He was so captivated that he rode to the tower every day, listening to her beautiful voice. He searched for a door, but found none, and the song filled his heart with a deep longing to see the singer. One afternoon, hiding behind a tree, he saw the witch arrive and heard her call, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." He watched as the golden braid came tumbling down and the witch climbed up. "So that is the ladder," he thought. "I will try my luck." The next evening, at dusk, he went to the tower and mimicked the witch's call. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." The hair fell, and he climbed up. Rapunzel was terrified when she saw a man, but the prince spoke gently, telling her how her singing had touched his heart and given him no peace. Her fear faded, and when he asked if she would take him for her husband, she put her hand in his. "I will gladly go with you," she said, "but I do not know how to get down. Bring a skein of silk with you each time you come, and I will weave a ladder. When it is ready, I will climb down, and you will take me away on your horse." They agreed he would visit only at night, as the witch came by day. For a while, the witch knew nothing, but one day Rapunzel said without thinking, "Mother Gothel, you are so much heavier to pull up than the young king's son. He is with me in a moment." "Oh, you wicked child!" screamed the witch. "What do I hear you say? I thought I had separated you from all the world, and yet you have deceived me." In her fury, she grabbed a pair of scissors and snip, snap. She cut off Rapunzel's beautiful braids. Then she was so merciless that she took poor Rapunzel into a desolate wasteland where she had to live in great grief and misery. That same evening, the witch fastened the severed braids to the window hook. When the prince came and called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," she let the hair down. The prince climbed up, but instead of his dearest Rapunzel, he found the witch, who gave him a wicked, venomous lug. "Aha!" she cried mockingly. "You came for your ladylove, but the beautiful bird sits no longer in the nest. The cat has got it and will scratch out your eyes as well. You will never see Rapunzel again." In his despair, the prince leaped from the tower. He escaped with his life, but the thorns he fell into pierced his eyes, leaving him blind. He wandered for years, eating nothing but roots and berries, doing nothing but weeping for the loss of his beloved. Finally, he stumbled into the same wasteland where Rapunzel lived with the twins, a boy and a girl that she had given birth to. He heard a familiar voice and went towards it. When he came near, Rapunzel knew him and fell into his arms, weeping. 2 of her tears landed on his eyes, and they became clear again, and he could see as well as ever.